Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Seasonal Tokens Podcast, where Polar interviews people so you can do more investing and less gambling.
Like in the beginning of our conversation, Mouph, you mentioned something very interesting about the mining. Do you still do mining, or you have given it up after this virus thing?
Well, first, I would like to say I'm sorry for your loss. Another thing I would like to say is I agree with what you said. Watching the charts every day, and you would become so stressed and you would become so scared that it affects your mental health. It actually does affect your mental health, and it's concerning. This is why personally I always like to enter and exit the market in the same day. I like to possibly in the same month, and if there's a crash, I just don't look at my portfolio at all. I just go in to buy if I want to buy more. I don't look at whatever I used to have, because just to save my mental health. As for when you asked about the mining, well, actually, the thing is, I stopped Bitcoin and Ethereum mining from that day. And then when I came back to crypto and I learned about seasonal tokens, I actually went back into mining. I rented a server, I started mining, I made a really nice amount of profit, and I put that money in a farm, and I'm still making more profit thanks to seasonal tokens. And this is what makes me so happy and so, opportunistic actually about seasonal tokens and the project. So this is the last thing I've ever mined since Bitcoin. So I mined Bitcoin and seasonal tokens, and that's it.
And what are your thoughts about mining? Should the person start with crypto investing first, or with mining first, or with farming first? What do you think is the best way for someone to start to get more familiar with crypto industry?
Well, the first things first is, before you go into mining or investing or anything, it's to research and look at other people doing things. So if you go to YouTube, you can see people actively investing in front of you, and you can watch these videos and see what they do, get a sense of what's wrong and what's right. Afterwards, if you're scared to lose any money, well, the first things first, you never put any amount of money that you're afraid to lose. But after that, you should always see if you're more into purchasing or renting a GPU or a mining rig and mining the currency that you want to play with. Because when you do that, once you get a net profit from the mining, whatever money you play with is not even yours. So if you lose it, it's fine. This is what I personally liked when I was mining. Because after I subtract the mining rental, any money I lose is not really money that I worked hard to earn. So mining and then investing, in my opinion, is a good approach.
Great. I think that you definitely have a point with that. A lot of big investors are advising people to start with crypto investing and then chase the other opportunities that crypto is offering. But I think that starting with mining can also give you a lot of knowledge about crypto, but it's up to you, because if you are not a very technical person, I would say that mining may scare you a little bit, and you may decide to leave the Web3 world because of that, even though Web3 is definitely not only mining. But it's very important where you are learning from, which brings me to the other question, what do you think, Mouph, is a good place for people to start learning from?
Well, if it's knowledge that people seek, the number one thing I did was I used to Google any question that I had. I used to try to go with dummy accounts for investing. For example, I used to go and open a dummy account, try and invest with fake money and see what happens. A lot of YouTube tutorials, a lot of people that you meet. So the way people should learn is doing their own research and making sure that whatever the info they're reading is credible, that they're reading from a trusted site, a trusted person, they're audited. Another thing is, when watching a YouTube video, they should watch YouTube videos of people that do not really care about making money off of you being a viewer, because that way they'd have more of an incentive to lie to you, to get you to watch more of their videos. And well, the biggest teacher to me out of all of these was losing money, actually. So once you have your own money in the game, you tend to be more afraid, tend to want to learn more, tend to want to make sure that whatever money you have is actually safe and you'll get it back. And once you lose it, a lot of people might actually be afraid and not do it again. Personally, for me, once I lost some money in my life, I consider this as a opportunity to learn every single mistake I've done so I don't repeat it again. And maybe next time, which is the case, thanks God, I don't have the same mistake and I actually make money instead of lose the amount of money that I made.
Very, very wise. Great. I think that this is a very important thing that people should realize, that doing investing with fake money is not the same like doing investing with real money. I have also learned this lesson when I started with stock investing. I first started with fake money and I was able to quickly become a millionaire with fake money. That's the problem. And I thought that it will be as easy as it was in this platform with the fake money. But when you start playing with real money and emotions also join this fun game, you find out that the reality is very different. So you lose money much faster than you gain money. And in most cases, it's because you become very emotional, because you haven't done enough research, or because someone has misled you in some way or another. And when you are playing this game with fake money, like, you just don't care. And in some cases, what I've heard, but I can't prove this, is that it's very different how the platform is acting when you are playing with fake money and when you are playing with real money. So I have some friends that have told me that there are some brokers that make it sound like, actually looks like it's very easy to make money with fake money. So they somehow change the software in a way that you are almost every time a winner. But when the reality comes and when you play with real money, this is not possible for them to do it. And that's why you start losing very fast. I can't prove this, but I have heard from my friends saying that they have seen facts for that, even though in the end, like I said, I wasn't able to figure it out. So I have been able to lose most of my money because I believe too much in myself due to this fake money game. So definitely I agree with Mouph when he said that it's good to do your research, but start investing with your own money. And very important to remember with money that you're ready to lose or you don't need at the moment if you are thinking of doing long-term investment. So you have to be very careful with that. And at the same time, it's very difficult, honestly, to find very good and trustable sources. We constantly hear of a lot of YouTubers that in the end, their end goal has been to make you buy something and they can sell it after that. So be careful when you do your research. So except of YouTube and Google, do you think that there is another good place for learning and getting more information about the Web3 world, like, for example, Discord or something like that?
Well, yes, I was going to say Discord. So the next best thing to do is after you use Google or YouTube or social media or put your own money even, the next thing you can do is actually find experts, find people in the field and befriend them, make friends in that field. And the best place, in my opinion, is Discord. Once you go in Discord and you go in a community on a server, you get to ask questions, you get to meet people, have voice chats, voice calls, and you find people that are like-minded. You will encounter people who are not necessarily the greatest asset for you, but you will find also very nice people and very intelligible people that you can get information from and actually benefit each other. This is a big thing that happened to me when I joined Discord. This is why I really wanted to make and sell Discord servers. It's because I found out how much Discord helps people, gives a sense of belonging. It helps you find information, make friends, same as how I'm friends with you, Polar. It's thanks to Discord. And this is something that is, in my opinion, a great attribute and a great asset that people can take advantage of, actually.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Discord has given us a lot of opportunities to make new friends and learn more about the crypto industry. And a lot of people have been really great to share their knowledge for free without looking for any benefit, which I think is really the case in the Web2 world. But yeah, this is a new industry, so there are a lot of people that want to help you, but keep in mind that some of them may not be that good. But at the same time, like Mouph said, it's a great place to meet new people and learn new things.